Hey my friends, welcome to Man of Faith Ministries. I'm Brian. You've joined me today for chapter 5 of the book of Joshua from the Old Testament. Just remember, at the end of this video there will be a brief commentary about what this chapter is all about. So stay tuned for that afterwards. Let's get stuck into it. And it came to pass when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of the Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel, until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was there spirit in them anymore, because of the children of Israel. Verse 2. At that time the Lord said unto Joshua, Make thee sharp knives, and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And Joshua made him sharp knives, and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of the foreskins. And this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt, that were males, even all the men of war, died in the wilderness by the way, after they came out of Egypt. Now all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness, by the way as they came forth out of Egypt, them they had not circumcised. Verse 6. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men at war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, unto whom the Lord sware that he would not shew them the land, which the Lord sware unto their fathers, that he would give us a land that floweth with milk and honey. And their children, whom he raised up their stead, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass, when people had done circumcising all the people, that they abode in their places in the camp, till they were whole. Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Joshua, This day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Wherefore the name of the place is called Gilgal unto this day. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month, at even in the plains of Jericho. Verse 11. And they did eat of the corn of the land of on the morrow after the Passover, unleavened cakes and parched corn in the selfsame day. And the manna ceased on the morrow, after they had eaten of the old corn of the land, neither had the children of Israel manna any more, but they did eat of the fruit of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went up to him and said unto him, Art thou for us, or for our adversaries? Verse 14. And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of the Lord am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. That's the end of chapter 5 in the Old Testament book of Joshua. Remember, coming up very, very soon, after a brief intermission, you've got a commentary which I will be reading for you on this chapter. So until next time, please stay safe, take care. May the Lord bless you greatly today. And remember, He loves you. Okay, so now it's time for the commentary on chapter 5 of the book of Joshua in the Old Testament. So Joshua 5, chapter 5, paints a picture of transformation for the Israelites from a wandering nation to inhabitants of a promised land. And it reminds us the importance of honouring God in times of transition and being open to divine guidance in the face of new challenges in our lives. Now, following their crossing of the Jordan, the Israelites carry out a mass circumcision at Gilgal, renewing their covenant with God. The generation had not been circumcised during their wilderness journey, and this act symbolizes their commitment to God as they enter into the promised land. Now the Israelites observed the Passover in the plains of Jericho, marking their first celebration in Canaan. From this point forward, they eat the produce of the land and the manna ceases to be there anymore. Now as Joshua approaches Jericho, he encounters a mysterious figure who identifies himself as the commander of the Lord's army. Recognizing the divine presence, Joshua falls in worship and the commander orders him to remove his sandals, for he is standing on holy ground. Now chapter 5 presents a significant transition for the Israelites as they enter the promised land, renew their covenant with God through circumcision, and celebrate their first Passover in Canaan. Joshua's encounter with the divine commander of the Lord's army underscores the divine support and guidance in this new phase of their journey. So please, stay tuned. Next time we've got chapter 6 in the book of Joshua with the commentary at the end. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like, subscribe, and comment. I love reading your comments, people. Thanks very much for watching. Remember, God loves you.